Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video with Joseph Manifesting. Today's video, we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is manifesting a specific person. I have an idea here that I trust will be extremely helpful for you when you fully understand this, as this is what confuses most people and stops them from being in their loving relationship now. If I were to break this skull, which I'm not going to because my wife loves it, but if I were to break this skull on a human level, a 3D level, I would have to look for a way to fix the state of this skull being broken. In order for me to fix it, I would have to find glue, I'd have to find some expert that fixes skulls, I'd have to try to find a new one. So 3D wise, there's a process. Something's broken, and then I gotta do some things to get to the state of where it's not broken. If we have the same mentality while manifesting a specific person, we will end up failing. The reason why we will end up failing is because everything fourth dimensionally is states. 3-dimensionally, there was this happened, then this happened, then this must happen. 4th dimensionally, you not being in a loving relationship is existing at the same time of you being in a loving relationship now. So if we treat this as if it sometime in the future it will happen, what the state that we're in is not having it now. As Neville says, and it's been one of my favorite sentences to reference, you are who it is that you desire to be. Your refusal to believe it is the only reason why you don't see it. And so you have the ability to occupy any state now. You have the ability to feel fourth dimensionally or in your inner world as though you are in a loving relationship now. Not wanting to get in one, not wanting to fix one, not sometime in the future, now. This is the part that is confusing for many people because their 3D mind goes, well, this is what I'm currently seeing. But remember, manifestation is a fourth dimensional thing. Before you experience all this 3-dimensional stuff, you were not seeing any proof of what you were doing fourth dimensionally. So the relationship may have been ideal, but you were indulging in a different state internally. And then with persistence, that internal state then manifested as outside experiences. So we have to let go of the old story. We have to let go of any past circumstances, no matter how bad or how extreme we think that it is. We must let go of those and simply occupy the state now. If your heart's desire to manifest your SP is a desire from God, which is what I believe that it is, it's the Father giving a promise to you that you will experience this reality. It is that way now, fourth dimensionally. Our only job is to be in agreement with the Father, which means getting rid of past experiences, which means not indulging in reasons why it can't happen, which means not indulging in reasons or thinking as to how it has to happen, and simply leaving that all alone and going within and being in your loving relationship now. There's many ways to enter this state. One is to think from it. What thoughts would you think to yourself once you had your loving relationship? This may be helpful if you write out a list of what your ideal relationship looks like, how your person behaves, how you behave in relation to them. Write this out so that whenever your brain is looking for proof or it's reacting to outside information, you can read this list and feel empowered and remember the fourth dimensional reality that you chose to experience now. And as you do this, as you continue to stop giving meaning and stop giving life to past states, you stop listening to the old man, you stop thinking of why this can't happen or part of the old story. Well, what happens is you keep embodying the state now of being in a loving relationship. A byproduct of this is that you will not catch yourself being as needy or clingy for a text. You won't catch yourself continuously looking for proof and validation. You won't catch yourself with your mind continuously occupied with the situation. You will feel a lot more content because you're in the state of being in a loving relationship, and in that state, you don't really have any thoughts of problems because you're in a loving relationship. And so as you embody the state more and more and more, you have less thoughts of the 3D reality. And then eventually the manifestation ends up happening, right? Because it has to, since your inner states create your outer states. Now, what if the 3D or your 3D self or your senses are looking for proof or validation, or it's wanting to give a reason of what's happening? Well, what you do is you tell yourself that everything is lovingly rearranging itself. You changed your inner state, so the outside has to change. An important clause here is it doesn't have to take a long time. There's no reason why it takes a long time, because it takes somebody 6 years and another person 3 days and another person a month doesn't mean that that's the case for you. The quicker that you can embody the state of being in a loving relationship now, the quicker it expresses outside of you. So back to the point, what can you do? How could you aid this assumption in any way, shape, or form? Besides simply declaring that you're in a loving relationship now. Besides feeling how much you love and appreciate your relationship now. Besides having thoughts from the premise of enjoying your loving relationship now. What else could you do to aid it? What could stop it from coming to fruition? The answer is identification to untrue beliefs, fear-based beliefs, worry-based beliefs, doubt-based beliefs, or identification to what the senses are saying to you of what this outside situation means. Those are the only two things that could stop the assumption, because your assumptions create your reality. That's why I always suggest a 7-day mental and emotional diet, is because in that diet, you use your mental muscles to form discipline of what you choose to entertain, how you choose to see the world, what meaning you choose to give everything. The 7-day mental and emotional diet helps you build that mental muscle to discipline yourself. So to summarize, the vase is not broken. The vase is whole. Occupy the state of you're already in a loving relationship. There's nothing more that you can do. What's causing you to stay in your old state is rehashing the old story and all the problems and all the reasons. Simply leave that and be in a loving relationship now. Everything will magically melt and reappear before your mind, before your eyes, before your senses. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do, as always, like, subscribe, comment. I love hearing from you guys. If you have any ideas of videos you'd love to hear a topic on, please do comment. If I hear enough people sharing it, I will make sure I make content on that information. If you're interested on one-on-one coaching for your specific challenges with your SP, limited beliefs, revision, I will leave a link in the comment section where you can book one-on-one coaching for me. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys.